We are live! Happy Tuesday, everybody!
Happy
Kamusta?
Tuesday.
Kamusta? How's your day, sis?
I'm good. Well, it's kids summer, summer break already. So it's their first day of swimming class. So we just got home. So when you call me, thankfully, yeah, I took a nap quick just to because it's so hot already here in Arizona. So yeah, it's a good day. It's hot already.
Great.
How are you guys?
You're so full of energy. But yeah, but definitely it's a good day today, though it's kind of raining here in Ontario, Canada. By the way, if this is your first time seeing us, my name is Janea Dog. I'm coming to you live from Ontario, Canada. And Liz, go ahead.
Hi. Hey guys, this is Liz coming to you live here in Arizona, the very hot, very beautiful valley of Arizona.
So ayun. So that's how global we are, I'm from Canada and she's from the States, and we are excited. We are excited for today's live interview. And by the way, if you don't know what we are doing, so quickly, this live interview is mainly for the online business that we started years ago. For Liz, she started last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, last year. So we are helping people like us who's looking for solution to earn extra money on top of their main source of income. So if you're an employee like us, so I used to be a nurse back in the Philippines, but I currently work in the corporate industry, and Liz works in the hospital right now as a part-time nurse. So
Yes.
if you're a professional like us, a full-time employee like us, who has been working for many years, but you feel like you're just going in circles, right? And you wanted to break that cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, then this online business is worth checking out. Because me and Liz, when we started this business, we were just looking for an additional $500 every month, right? But
Right.
this business changed our lives tremendously, and thousands of lives as well, globally. So yeah, as I've mentioned earlier, we are very excited for today's live interview because it's our first time to interview someone from United Kingdom. And again, that's how global we are. Again, I'm from Canada, Liz is in the States, and our guest for today is in United Kingdom. And we are very grateful because we know that the time difference between Canada, UK, and States are very different. It's in the afternoon here in Canada, and I think around 2 p.m. in the States, in Arizona, right? Right.
1 p.m.
So 1 p.m. 1 p.m. in Arizona. And our guest in United Kingdom, it's around 9 p.m. So
Yeah.
it's at night. So we are excited. So we'll go ahead and add her in so she can introduce herself and also tell her story about the business, right? So without further ado, let's all welcome Senai.
Hello,
Woohoo!
Hello,
hello,
hello, hello.
Thank you so much again, sis, for giving us a bit of your time today. I know that it's kind of late there, and I think you just finished your work, right? Go
hello.
ahead, sis, and introduce yourself. I'm so pumped up. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a great privilege. I love to be here. Yes, I have been at work the whole day. I'm a nurse, so I've been nursing people the whole day. And in the evening, we do the business. That's why we love what we do. Hi, guys. My name is Sanait. I am originally from Eritrea. If you know your map, this is where I'm going to trick you. Eritrea is in Northeast Africa. So that's where I was born and grown up in Eritrea. I have lived in the UK for the last nearly 17 and a half years.
Oh,
I have got two grown up children. My sons, I've got two wonderful sons, 24 years old and 22 years old, big men. And I'm a nurse by profession. So yeah, I've been in the business for the last nearly 2 years now, and it's a great privilege to be a business owner with all you beautiful people.
thank you, Sinait. I was about to tell you earlier that I even Googled where your your home country is. I was asking Liz earlier where is that, but thank you for letting us know. It's like a nice information to know. And yeah, we are excited. As we've mentioned to you earlier, it's our first time to interview someone from United Kingdom, and we are
Mm.
very excited. Though we are nervous, it's just not showing right now. We love to hear your accent, like your British
I know, I love
American.
it. I love it. It's a privilege.
I have got a very mixed accent. It's like British, it's US, and it is proper Eritrean language. So my accent is everywhere.
I love it. I love
I see. And was it hard when you moved to United Kingdom? I think you're already in. How old are you when you moved to United Kingdom?
No, I was older, so it wasn't really hard in terms of, what made it really hard
Mm,
is I was speaking fine English, I should say, but
mm.
we moved to Scotland in Glasgow. That's where my husband was doing his university.
Ah,
So in Scotland, no one would understand me with the English I know. So I was completely lost, and I said, "What are they saying, these people?" It was very difficult. But when I started to work in a workplace, it's
yeah,
different because they speak very, very clear English.
I see.
So it was difficult in terms of you do everything for yourself, you have no help for your children.
Mm-hmm,
Because we
for
are
sure.
like we live, in a big family, so all these kinds of things with people don't understand you what you're saying was very difficult again.
For sure, for sure. And if you're an immigrant like us, if you're watching this live or on a replay and you're an immigrant like us, definitely you can relate to what she said earlier about, moving to another country without, knowing what's their culture, without help raising your kids. Then, this online opportunity that we are sharing might be a good fit for you, right? Because that is always our goal. We wanted more families, more people to really look into the business and
Mhm.
decide on your own if this is a good fit for you or not, right? Liz, anything that you would like to say?
And it's a good day. Yes, this is a good day. It finally happened that we interview
For sure.
someone from UK. See, it should be around this time. Oh my geez, because it's
Yeah.
already 9 o'clock on
So,
her.
so now we know that we will be inviting
Yeah,
business owners from United Kingdom around this time in our show.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, tonight we prepared 4 questions for you. So thank you for giving us a brief of your story of who you are. Again, if you're a nurse watching us live or in a replay, we are all nurses here. So maybe, this is the solution that you're looking for, right? So we'll proceed with the first
Mm.
question. Sislis?
Okay, what was your turning point that made you decide to start the online business?
Great question. Oh, you guys are prepared very well. Now, myself and my husband, we have been in the UK for many years, right? So, as you guys as well, when I work with the community, like with the Filipino community, I think you guys have the same culture as us because we have, when we live, we don't live for ourselves, we live for our families, we support our families. So my husband works in pharmaceutical, he's a pharmaceutical analysis
Mm-hmm.
man, and I am a nurse, and we have a decent income, right? But it doesn't extend to the family that we want to support. So in the past, we tried to set up a couple of projects outside of UK in Africa, which didn't work because we supposed to be present in person while we were working. And we did back forth, and it did not work. And then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
So when COVID hit, our family, our extended family, needed more help. So are we, because we were key workers, we were working. We did not stop working. And
Yeah.
our children were studying from home, right? So what happened is we were looking for a solution. We said, we can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can live for ourselves, but we cannot support our family. The need was greater than what we have. So we
Mhm.
needed a supplement. So we prayed. We are Christians. We prayed, we prayed, we prayed. And what happened is one day while I was doing my nursing, I'm a district nurse, so I work with the community. I listened to preaching in the early mornings.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was listening, I saw an ad. And that ad really, really struck me.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought it to my husband. And I said, listen, we need to listen to these people. I don't know who they are, but we need to listen to these people, who they are. We need to figure out, we need to know, because we were so hungry for change.
Yeah.
Then we did our own due diligence. We took so long time, though we didn't have finances at that time to start a business, but we were committed to do whatever we can in order for us to join the business. And that is how we joined the business. That
Wow,
was
what
the
a powerful, yeah. Powerful, powerful story. Yeah, definitely, even if we have great careers, we are earning okay, still at the
Mhm.
end of the day, you know, your dream of helping your
Mm.
family, especially our
Mhm.
families back home, since we are all immigrants, definitely we need to have that wiggle room in our finances in order for us to help, because at the end of the day we cannot help other people if we also don't have enough for ourselves, right? So
Yeah.
it's really powerful. And what was my question earlier? I was thinking of something. Oh, my question, Sinead, follow-up question. The ad that you saw, are they also African or like different?
No, it was Dave and Roxanne.
Oh, oh.
It
Oh,
was
okay.
Dave and
Them
Dave and
themselves.
Well, when I saw them, I think, you know what? We
yeah,
need to check these people. There was something different about them being authentic. They
yeah,
Mhm.
were natural, they were authentic, and they were not trying to say things that they are not.
for
So
sure,
that's why.
for sure.
And then when I checked them out, when I contacted them, when we really did everything, when you check other marketing company, what they tell you and what they display is different. And
Yeah,
apparently in our business model it's completely different, because you get what we are telling you right now.
Mhm.
correct,
You get
correct.
what, because we just lay it down for you to know what you're looking for, and there's no hidden things that you don't know that we would tell you.
For sure,
So
for
that's
sure.
what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's also one thing that I love about the business, the integrity that we built and the respect that we built inside the community. It's not comparable with other business out there. Liz, anything that you'd like to add?
Yeah, it must be tough for her during that time because I know during pandemic, yes, us as nurses, there's jobs, whatever, but yeah, everyone all over the world, it shut down. So yeah, you probably have income for yourselves, but to help other like our extended family, that must be tough. So
Yeah,
Yeah, because what it is, Liz, you work for yourself. At that time, COVID has labeled every human being in the world.
yeah.
My colleagues were dying by that time. A lot of people that I know, like myself, were dying, right? There was no, it leveled up every human being in the whole world, and no one expected that, right?
yeah,
So
Mhm.
anything can happen. So it's a lesson that you don't take things for granted, isn't it? And at the same time, you start to think, okay, we are eating food. When there was a lockdown in the Chinese food, where how they tried to portion the foods because it was all locked up. And
Mhm.
luckily, we were not as bad as the China, how the China they managed in the beginning, right?
mm-hmm.
So it was the picture that it's the same thing that happened back home, because it went to every country. I
Yeah,
mean, most of the countries were attacked, and then with no medical help in some countries. So you start to think it's always the same where you come from and what you're going to do. If you're still alive, you're still working. You don't know if you're going to be alive the next day, but you're still thinking about your people, the family that you know that they're suffering and they need food. So yeah, it was tough, but it was a good awakening as
yeah,
well, that
yeah.
Mhm.
you don't take things for granted. That's why you need a business. You need something that is tangible, that goes on the backside, that you don't need to be present.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. I love
Mm.
that. I love what you said about, this it was a learning that should not be taken for granted, right? It really
Mm-mm.
was an eye opener for everyone globally, because no matter if you're, if you're earning high income right now, still at the end of the day, if another situation like that happened again, are you like bulletproof, right? Are you like, your job
Mm-mm.
like pandemic proof, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
really love that, Sinai. But yeah, but aside from like helping others, because I think that was like your major turning point, how's your like work life balance given that you're a nurse?
So this is the thing,
Mm.
because you start to think about other people. At the same time, it will get back to you. For
Mm-hmm.
me, is it's not only about helping people back home, but at the end of the day, we needed to pay our mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
We needed to reduce the stress hours. We want to spend more time in ministry. We want to help people in ministry. We want to help our young adults in our family. We want to settle them into adulthood, right? All these things come up. But if you are not financially secure, you cannot do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my prayer now is I would reduce my nursing hours,
Mm-mm.
because it is difficult. It's difficult to nurse at the moment because we always have short of staff. It always gets tough because we don't have many nurses, even though there is a lot of recruitment from
Yeah.
international. So my prayer is to reduce the the side, even though I love nursing, but I don't want to be taken away from the beautiful thing that God has given me, my family. They come
Mm-mm.
first. And I want to spend more time with my family and then do the business, and I can still do my nursing.
Nursing. Yeah, for
Mm-mm.
sure. Love that. Love that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Senite, for sharing that and for being vulnerable online. So let's move on to our second question. So when you saw that ad, I know that you somehow has hesitation that time. So how did you overcome that fear or your skepticism to take the next steps?
Absolutely. I think everyone is skeptical in their right mind in the beginning, I mean, like, who would not do that? I know there are a couple of my friends who saw an ad and they just went blindly, where they did not know because they were desperate, right? Everyone is different. For me, yes, I was skeptical because not everybody is the same. Not everyone is a Christian because they caught a scripture. Not everyone is a Christian because they prayed. Not everyone is faithful to God because they say they are faithful, right? So, because of my critical thinking as well in nursing, I was very skeptical. And I said, this cannot be true. Because how come, after all these times that we've been searching for this and that, it did not happen. So this cannot be true. So to make it worse, because my husband is a pharmaceutical analyst, right? He analyzes everything. The man is so intelligent.
I love that. Okay.
He's such an intelligent man. So what I did is I brought it to him and he analyzed everything. That's what he does for me. I'm usually the risk taker in the family. I said, like, let's do this. If I want to do something, I would take a risk.
Mhm.
But then he did a research, and then we sat down and talked about it like for months. It's not like a day or a month, whatever. For months we discussed, we did this, we did that. But then we had to consider, this is the good thing about two minds. We
Mhm.
had to say, like, okay, they are saying that they have got a plan, they have got a project, they have got a training. Then we don't have to go and find product
Yeah.
training and this and that. So this, we considered it as a benefit, together with what we were looking for before, is that we were going to start it ourselves from the scratch.
Mhm.
So, yes, we were very skeptical, but as we watched the webinar, especially me, I was in depth and I was watching all the webinars, that as much as I can get with the time I had. And it was an absolute pleasure, to be honest with you, then I was still skeptical until I get into inside, which is a normal thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, I want to say to you, if you're watching us,
Mm.
if you're skeptical who we are whatsoever, make sure you find information, because once the opportunity is past, it's past. If we were thinking with my husband like, no, we can't do this because we are skeptical, it's okay to be skeptical, but you cannot let go opportunity. You cannot let go if it is authentic, legitimate, in front of your eyes. So have a look and consider yourself.
For sure, for sure. Liz, would you like to say something?
Yeah, that must it's so crazy. How many webinars did you watch? Well, you said months and months. So
Lots of them.
wow.
Please, lots of them.
And I'm glad, that your husband is really supportive, that hey, okay, you want to we want to go in this business, but hey, let's be careful, let's do all our
Yeah,
research. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
He's not my number one supporter. He's my number one. I always say to them, like, you need to pose for a photo. They said, Mom, no. I said, yeah, you need to, because you gave me the promise that you will support me. He's a good man. He supports me in everything. Yeah.
for sure, for sure. And I agree with you when you said that being skeptical is normal because
Mhm.
it's a sign of being intelligent, right?
Mm,
Because everything that is new, everything that you came across online or anything in life, right? You really need to take like a step back and think
mm,
a million times before jumping in,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
like what we have shared before, like this online business is not for everyone, right? Because
mm,
not everyone is open, and is open to like open their mind and
mm,
really educate themselves of what we are offering. Because the
mm,
key
Mhm.
here to lower down your skepticism is really to get as much as information as you can, so that
yeah.
you will know the in and outs of what we are offering, right?
Mm,
Mhm.
So yeah, so really love that, Senite, and thank you for sharing that. So I think you've answered this already, but just a quick advice to those people who's hesitant to start the business.
great. So what I always say is this. For us, we are called Fitzum's family. We are called by my husband, right? That's traditionally, we are Fitzum's family. So in Fitzum's family, I'm his wife and we have got two children, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot look into the brick of our house from outside and say, oh, I know this, I know that, because you don't know us,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's the same principle. You have to meet us, you have to know us, you have to know what we like, what we do, what we like to eat, what we cook, where do we go, what do we leisure, and all these things. Then you would talk about us, that whatever it is. It is the same principle. You cannot say that you don't know or you're skeptical or whatever. At least the least you could do for yourself is watch the webinar. It's a free webinar. There is nothing else there except the webinar. For you, you can create one email and you need a name. A name and an email is the only thing that we ask you to do in this business. And it's such an amazing, amazing business model that we have. So once you check that, if you don't like it, there is no obligation. So if you are hesitant, that means you don't want to move forward. If you are
Mhm.
hesitant for no reason, you don't need a change. As Janea said, this is not for everybody,
Mhm.
because I am committed to work hard. Even though I'm doing full-time nursing, I'm committed to work hard because that's what I'm doing for the last 2 years. It's the
Mhm.
decision that I made because I find pockets of time to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that I am consistent and I focus in the things that I want to do. That's why I'm doing this, right? The same thing for everybody. You need to make a sacrifice, but before you do that, you need to check it out. You come inside the house and then check everything out. We have got the lead groups, we have got a beautiful community. Then once you check it out, you decide. That's what I say.
Love that comparison
Very
about
good.
knowing your family before,
Yes.
jumping into conclusion, right? Because nowadays, when we see an opportunity online, our mindset is already closed. Ah, this is not legitimate. Ah, this is a scam, right?
Yeah,
Without really looking further of what they can offer, right?
yeah,
So
Mhm.
if you're hesitant and you're like jumping into conclusion that this is the same opportunity that maybe you came across years ago, then stop and look into it first, then
mm,
get as much as information as you can. Watch the free webinar, as what
mm,
Sinait said. Nothing to lose, right? Nothing to
yeah,
lose, because you just need to sign up your name and email address, and we'll start sending you more information about the business. If you feel like this is not a good fit for you, if it's not a good fit with your values and principles in life, then
mm,
definitely we respect that, right? We
yeah,
respect that, and we will pray for your success as well. But if you think that this is what you're looking for, or maybe you're someone who've skipped videos like this multiple times, but
mm,
God is really directing you to this opportunity, because that's what happened to me. I've skipped the videos
mm,
multiple times, and I still I keep on praying, but I keep on skipping the opportunity, you know what I mean? So
mm.
maybe this is a solution that you're all also looking, right, Liz?
Yeah,
I love,
absolutely. And the
yeah,
other thing I want to say, sorry, Liz, the other
that's
thing I
fine.
want to say with that is, people say in our business model, we come out and speak to you confidently on who we are. For
Mhm.
example, we are nurses, right? There is a nurses registration, for example, in the UK. Anybody can go and check with
Yeah,
my name. And I'm wearing my uniform and putting myself out to tell people
correct.
that I'm a nurse and I'm doing this business, right? So you can't fault it because we are outspoken and then we're out, we're telling you our authentic selves and you can check it yourself. But if
Correct.
you've been hesitant because you want to be hesitant, it's another question because it's a mindset problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to say that quickly.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Liz, you're saying something?
No, I love what Sinait said, that if you're hesitant and you don't want to move forward, meaning you're not ready for change. So that's really more, your problem.
I do
This,
problem.
yeah, I mean, this business really has good results, high results, and this is not an overnight success. So yeah,
Mm,
you just need to keep looking forward, keep working hard. Yeah, all of us, we have our traditional job, but we
mm,
also have a big why. We want to change our life. We want long-term success, so that's why we started the online business.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And just to piggyback on what Senite said earlier, we are all professionals here. And if you are a nurse like us, you know that in order for you to get your license, you need to like pass a lot of
mm,
Mhm,
examinations, whether
mhm,
in UK, in the States,
yeah.
in Canada. And there's no reason for us, showing our faces and like ruining our integrity and profession,
Mm,
just to offer this business, if this business is not legitimate, right?
mhm.
So we are here, we're confidently in front of the camera, sharing this opportunity, because we know that you will also benefit from this
mm,
business, right? So
absolutely.
yeah, last question, Senite, Liz.
What changed after you started the online business?
Wow, that is a big question. Now, for me, is like when we started, I thought it is going to be a side hustle, like a small thing, right? And it was such a big thing. And I could not believe how I felt at that time. And when I saw all the teams and how we work and the training, the whole thing
Mhm.
is not like a small thing at all.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to shift my mindset
Mhm.
from my nursing only mindset, from a mother only mindset, from, a lot of things that I do. I had to shift my mindset. And it was a big growth for me to be able even to come and talk to you because I fought for about a year. It's only like when we met in London face to face. We have a face to face in London. One of my countrymen said, he told me, he said, Sanait, are you going to do live? That's where we met, right? I said to him, I don't do live because I cannot be on a camera, right?
Mhm.
I was so shy. I cannot talk to people like that. No. And he said, turn it on, do the live, and don't look after it. Afterwards, don't look at it. And you
Mhm.
know what? I just did like a baby. I just turned it on and I interviewed everyone and I locked it. I didn't see it for a month. And I said to him, I'm so grateful for you.
I know.
How many videos did I make and deleted them? Right? It is a journey, but I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot in my confidence, in my um, the way I see things, the way I see challenges, the way I use my time as well, and the way I can help others. You know, it just brought me so much joy. And how I met hundreds and hundreds of people in this
Correct.
community. And I traveled last year to Calgary to the
Mhm.
convention. It was beautiful. It was an absolute pleasure to be there. So, in so many things has changed. You know, when I don't do my nursing things, I am okay because the business is still running
Yeah.
on the background, right? And there is an automated system. I was not feeling well the other day. I
Mhm.
said, I'm not going to work. But apparently, in the afternoon, you know, in nursing, especially the nursing, the kind of nursing that I do, you become more active because you're always working. That's what it makes you, because the demand of what it is.
Mhm.
And by
Mhm.
my half day, I said, no, I can't stay in bed. I'm fine. I'm feeling fine. I'm just trying to tell myself, like, I'm fine. What do I do now? I said, okay, there is a lot of things to do. I can
Yeah.
check my business from bed. So these are the things that I have learned in this community. And there is a lot of change. And I made a lot of friends, a lot of like, they became like my family.
Mm.
For sure, for sure. And that's powerful tonight. I definitely agree with you. Two things that I wanted to also share. One would be if you're watching us and maybe you're looking for a side hustle, as what Senite said, a side hustle that will allow you to earn extra money simultaneously with your full-time job, then this is worth checking out, right? Because as what she said, she can do the business while on bed, right?
Yeah,
She can do the business, anywhere in the world as long as she has internet connection and her mobile phone. And if in the future you wanted to do this as your plan A, then you can, right? So that's the beauty of the model that we are offering you, because the automation is already there. You don't need to start from scratch. And she was comparing earlier, or she was saying earlier, about being present in whatever project she did before. So if you're that person who's looking for a business that doesn't require you to be
mm,
physically there, then this business is for you, right?
mm,
And yeah, I
absolutely.
agree with you. The connection that we established and we gained here in this business. I never thought of talking to someone from United Kingdom, though I have friends from UK. They're also nurses, but I never thought of going on live interviewing someone from UK,
Yeah,
even from the States. And those little things are help us a lot to really boost our confidence and really
absolutely.
improve ourselves further. I remember one of the nurses inside the community as well. She said, I thought that for the longest time I have been practicing nursing, I thought that I will only learn nursing stuff. I never
Mm,
thought that there's so many beautiful things outside nursing, right? And this online business gave me that opportunity, because I now can tell myself that, oh, I'm not born to just be a nurse. I'm
yeah,
born
Mhm.
to much more bigger things. So yeah,
yeah.
Yes.
it's really beautiful. Liz, anything that you would like to say before we end the live interview?
No, I remember tonight you mentioned that you watch a lot of webinars, everything. You did your due diligence, but also the finance thing, also starting this business. What's your biggest boost to or motivation that, hey, we know that this business is not free, we're gonna be a business owner, there's gonna be a finance involved. What's your reason that the finance itself, the starting the business, that didn't stop you and you really push yourself? Well, we're gonna make this, we're gonna start this business.
Yeah, because the thing is, you once you believe in what you can do, I mean,
Mhm.
everybody has been given a brilliant mind, right? All of us has been given a mind that can be really, really smart, right? But it's us who decide either we want to go forward or not, right?
Mhm.
So, as every legitimate business, any legitimate business should have a business model. That's one. And any legitimate business requires investment, right?
Yeah.
So, there is no business that doesn't have investment. But saying that, there are so many ways that you can use to invest into your business, to start up your business. There are so
Mhm.
many ways that we can guide you into that. So it all goes back to mindset.
Yes.
Once I thought I need a change, right? We said we need a change. We need to put something in place for every reasons that I told you. So once we did that, the rest was a working process.
Mhm.
So it didn't stop us. At that time, I remember we bought a house. We did not have money in our hands because we moved and then we needed the furniture, we need that, we need this. So we could have easily said, no, we can't do this. It's easy to
Mhm.
say that. But at the same time, the opportunity that we have taken, the decision that we made, brought us to this time 2 years later in a good position. So it is taking risk, but at the
Mhm.
same time, you could start with the smallest amount as well. It is the mindset of taking risk and saying, yes, let me try this if this works for me. As we said, it's not for everybody. If
Yeah.
you are a person who do not want to work hard, you want quick income, quick cash, quick this is not for you, right? I just tell you from the beginning, that's what I say. This is not for you. This is for a person who want a change in their life, who want to change their mindset, who want to benefit from a lifelong business, which you can pass it as a legacy to your children. This is for you, but it is in the mindset. Yes, I can do this is something else, but I don't have money is something else. So you need to adjust your finances. But for the finances part is a different thing that we can advise you. But your mindset, you are the only person who can tell yourself, yes, I can do that. I'm up in the front to do this. So it's about the determination.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice, nice.
Beautiful. Right, right. Thank you again, Senite, for
Splendid.
that. Yeah. And yeah, definitely, you've heard from other business owners that the only variable in this business is you, right?
Mhm.
Because everyone who started this business years ago, they've been using the same training, the same
Yeah.
system, the same product, everything is the same. So
Mm,
really the question is you, right?
yeah.
If you don't have that mindset shift that Senite
Yeah.
was saying, if you have been an employee for a long time, definitely you have the employee mindset. But if you
Yeah.
start, looking to whatever you want to happen in your future, then that's the
Mm,
time that you will, see
yeah.
everything in your perspective. So
Mhm.
Absolutely.
thank you again, tonight, for sharing your story. And yeah, it's incredible to hear another nurse's story in this online business community. And we are grateful for that tonight. Right. So, by
Thank
the
you
way,
so much.
would you like to invite our audience for the free webinar tonight?
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So today is Tuesday. So every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a live webinar. The reason that we do the live webinar is so that you will have a little bit of knowledge about our business. It's an introductory information webinar sessions. So for you to do that, it's a free one. So for you to do that, you have to register on our website, on any of our website, with your name and your email, and you will receive the link so that you can watch the webinar. Perhaps you can watch it later, a replay, or you can register to watch, right? You don't have to be there live. So the reason that we want you to do that is how we function. That's how our business model is. you come and watch the webinar. There's no other way. That's what you need to do. That's what we ask you to do. So we invite you to join us, and we invite you to see if this business is a good fit for you or not. And hopefully, we will see you inside.
For sure. That's awesome. Thank you, Sanait. And yeah, if you're watching this and you're curious what this business is all about, or maybe you're really looking for something that you can do to change your current
Mm.
situation, we've been in your shoes. 2 years
Yeah.
ago, 3 years ago, we've been there, right? We were just, watching the webinar, watching these videos and stuff like that. But the difference is we took action. So if
Yes.
you're interested, we have a free webinar. Just reach out to us directly or comment in this live video, and then we'll get in touch with you directly. Right. So thank you again, Senhait. It's a
Thank
really a
you.
powerful what's this interview. Thank you for giving us a bit of your time today. Right.
Thank you
Uh,
so much for having me. It was a great chat. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
again.
you. We love you, Kay. Bye.
Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you again on our next live. God bless.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, everyone. Bye bye.